I moved into an on-campus apartment and found out one roommate's mom has been living full-time in our dorm for a week without telling us. I'm a sophomore. I transferred to a new school this fall and got placed in a 4-person on-campus apartment. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a shared kitchen, and a small living room. I moved in on a Saturday. My 3 roommates were already settled. Nadia and I share one room. The other room belongs to Kara and Beth. Everyone seemed fine at first. Normal small talk. We split shelf space in the fridge, agreed on a bathroom schedule, basic stuff. I noticed something off by day 3. There was always an older woman in the apartment. She was in the kitchen when I woke up. She was on the couch when I came back from class. She was in the bathroom when I needed to shower. She was cooking full meals at 6 a.m. and doing laundry at 11 p.m. She knew where everything was. The dishes, the detergent, the spare towels. She moved around that apartment like she lived there. I figured she was visiting. Maybe Kara or Beth had a relative in town helping them get settled. It happens. But she never left. On day 4, I walked into the kitchen at midnight to get water, and she was sitting at the table reading a book in her pajamas. She looked up at me and smiled. Sorry, honey. Couldn't sleep. I smiled back and went to my room. The next morning I asked Nadia if she knew who the woman was. She said, I think that's Beth's mom. Is she visiting? I guess. She's been here since before I moved in. I asked Beth that afternoon. I tried to be casual about it. Hey, is your mom still in town? Beth got a little tense. Yeah, she's just helping me adjust. She'll go home soon. Okay, no worries. Just wasn't sure since we didn't talk about it beforehand. Beth nodded and walked into her room. Her mom was in there. I could hear them talking through the wall. That night, I went to use the bathroom and it was locked. I waited 15 minutes. Beth's mom came out in a bathrobe with a full bag of toiletries. She'd taken a bath in our shared bathroom with candles. She smiled at me on her way out and said, all yours, sweetie. The next day, I opened the hall closet to grab a towel and found a suitcase, a pillow, and a folded air mattress. Not a weekend bag. A full-size roller suitcase packed tight. I looked at the living room couch. There was a blanket folded neatly on one end and a phone charger plugged into the wall next to it. She wasn't visiting. She was living here. I texted our group chat that night. I kept it polite. Hey, just want to check in. Beth, is your mom planning to stay for a while? I'm totally fine with guests, but want to make sure we're all on the same page since we share the bathroom and kitchen. Kara replied first. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Nadia said. Same. Beth didn't respond for 2 hours. Then she wrote, she's staying for a bit. She's going through something at home and doesn't have anywhere else to go right now. I didn't think it would be a big deal. I didn't know what to say to that. I felt bad. But also, we signed a lease for 4 people. 4 students. Not 4 students and someone's mother sleeping on the couch and using our bathroom and filling the fridge with her groceries and watching TV at 7 a.m. while I'm trying to get ready for class. I replied, I'm sorry she's going through that, but I think we need to talk about a timeline because we only have 1 bathroom and the apartment is really small. Beth said, she's not hurting anyone. Kara typed, it's not about hurting anyone. It's about space. I don't feel comfortable walking around in a towel with someone's parent in the living room. Nadia agreed. Beth stopped replying. The next morning, her mom made breakfast for all of us. Eggs, toast, orange juice, the works. She set the table and said, I just want to say thank you girls for being so patient. I know this isn't ideal. I felt guilty eating the eggs, but I also noticed she'd rearranged our cabinet to make room for her dishes. Her dishes. She'd brought her own plates. I went to the campus housing office that afternoon. I explained the situation. They said guests were allowed for up to 3 consecutive nights. Anything beyond that was a lease violation and could result in fines for all of us. They said they'd send a notice. That evening, Beth came into our room while I was studying. She was upset. Did you report my mom? I asked housing what the policy was. She has nowhere to go. My dad kicked her out last month. She's been staying in hotels and she ran out of money. I'm the only person she has right now. I told her I understood. I said I was sorry about her parents, but I also told her we signed up for a 4-person apartment, not a shelter, and that housing was going to fine all of us if her mom stayed. What am I supposed to do? She asked. Talk to housing. They have emergency resources. Her mom was gone by the next morning. Beth moved out at the end of the month.